That being said, Ryan, Connor Bedard will play for the Vancouver Canucks at one point in his career. Sauce it or toss it?
Sauce it. All the moons are aligning, and it's going to make sense. He's a North Van kid. He loves the Canucks. But that's not necessarily a good thing for this organization, which is definitely cursed, because I remember a certain other local kid that loved the Canucks growing up and that was drafted in the first round. So that didn't work out too well. So Connor Bedard will play for the Vancouver Canucks.
Well, that's okay. I thought you mean Joe Sakic, and then I'm like, oh no, you mean the other guy. And I don't want to. I don't want to be the podcast that's like, these are two comparables. Ryan Schapp.
Yeah.
Valeri Nakushkin.
Valeri Nakushkin
is the most underrated forward in the NHL, taking the title away from one Alexander Barkov.
Well, and Barkov took the title from Nick Backstrom.
Yes.
Man,
good.
I'm tossing it.
Yager came out, and apparently in 2013 he was like, "This guy's going to be the best in the world."
I will toss it because it's all well and good for Nikushkin, because he's won a Stanley Cup. He's a redemption arc, but Alexander Barkov is probably like one of the best players in the NHL, and that doesn't matter who he's playing with. So a slimmest of narrows toss.
Nice. Ryan Bartholomew Schapp. The Buffalo Sabres will be fighting for a wild card position in March. Now, understand the wording. The Buffalo Sabres will be fighting for a wild card position in March.
Well, let's take a quick look at the standings here. Last time I checked, the Minnesota. Why? I don't know why I thought all of the wrong teams there. Wild card, Buffalo. Oh, there's some holes in that division. I'm gonna toss it. I'm gonna toss it because their goalies are Eric Comrie and
Craig Anderson. But Eric Comrie is actually low-key very good. I heard, I was listening to, who was I listening to? He was on with Dmitry Filipovich today. Shoot. Or was it Dmitry? Yeah, no, they had an entire Buffalo side. No, Eric Comrie is very efficient in movement. He's only 6'1", and people think he's small, which is crazy for saying someone's 6'1" and they're small. But yeah, okay, all right. I respect that.
And it's just because of, I don't know how, that is a hell of a division. It's a hell of an Eastern Conference. Stanley Cup should be won by the East this year. And there's just so much firepower. And they look great, and they're doing all the things the right way, but I don't know how sustainable it is.
That's a very adult answer. I think they win the President's Trophy. Okay. If Canucks management sent out a rebuild/retool letter, as the New York Rangers did in 2018, Ryan, Canucks fans would accept it positively. Sauce it or toss it?
I'm begrudgingly tossing it because the key wording there is accepting it great.
Judas.
It needs to happen, but you need to know that if they did that this year, and I mean in 2022, there's going to be a backlash, and there's going to be a loss of faith and trust in this organization. And just everybody and their dog, and rightfully so, will be like, this was weeks ago that you signed these guys and re-signed them because it was a lesser of two evils, and now you're saying, okay, maybe that wasn't the best idea. It would take a lot of good moves, good decision making for me to say this letter is good, this PR decision is good, but it needs to happen, but you are going to get ridiculed when it does.
Nice. I think personally, I'm hard saucing it just because I think this fan base, if they were treated like adults for like 15 minutes one time by this organization, just treated with like a modicum of respect.
Yep.
I think they'd be like, thank you, finally. Thank you for the fact that they just, people can't, like, the organization cannot acknowledge the last 8 or 9 years for most fans. Isn't it that sad? We talked about
Yep.
it as 8 years, and now we're like, oh, it's year 9. Crazy.
And one thing that I've heard, I think I heard on 32 Thoughts, or maybe I heard on Tim and Friends, was it's like historically Canucks do not sell well when the team is bad. To which my argument is, those were decades before there was a salary cap. There was where you built your team exclusively through the draft and had to. And if you went out and said, hey, we're doing this to do it the right way, ticket prices, the demand won't be there, but it'd still be full. These fans are not going anywhere. It's just you're not going to have 18,600 there every night. You're going to have 17,000, and that's perfectly acceptable.
God, I love it.
You bring me my Canucks jersey? Which one? The only one. Go ahead.
You okay? What is that? What are you doing?
I have a bit now, a visual bit.
I'm in the middle of Sauce It or Toss It, and you're making a visual bit.
Yeah, you'll like it. What's the next one?
All right, Joe Pavelski will be a point per game player at the age of 40.
How old is he right now?
38. I think, dude, and so this is the thing, Ryan, but this is the thing. Who says he plays all 82? Like, what if he's 40 and he plays like 56 games and he has like 57 points?
I'm going to sauce it. I will officially sauce it. Go look at the active points leaders in the NHL right now, and it's like Pavelski's like top 5 or top 10 or whatever.
Hi, Amanda. Bye, Amanda. Wow, Ryan,
right.
in the middle of us recording a thing, has a bit.
You're going to love this. All right, what's the next sauce it or toss it?
The next sauce it or toss it. Number 6. Ryan should stop recording the podcast immediately and go eat a Costco Poutine, which he has never had. I can't believe you've, like, to this day, like, you've never had a Costco Poutine. Like, you've never spent $150 at Costco and then treated yourself to a Costco Poutine. How have you never done this? Like a hot dog, yeah, of course, everyone's had the hot dog. But the poutine is like one of the best poutines. It's like $5 or $6. Anywhere else, this poutine would be like $17. It's only $5.
I believe it.
It's so
It's
good.
probably gigantic.
Massive. It's like 1,500 calories.
For the purpose of this bit, I'm going to have to toss it.
And as JT Miller once said, I couldn't give less of a shit if you did. I just farted. I'm sorry.
You what?
Okay, I don't know how strong this mic is, but when you said it, I laughed enough that I farted lately. Dude, I'm so sorry.
I will. I'm going to see Arkells tomorrow at Rogers Arena. The illustrious Costco restaurant is across the street. I think I'll have it tomorrow.
Nice. Well done. What, they're playing Rogers Arena?
Yeah, but a lot of tickets available for that one.
Tickets are still available. Last minute cancellations, of course.
I expect a big walk up crowd.
You can get it. Remember that song? You can get it. All right. Ryan, last sauce it or toss it. We will hear an audible sell the team chant on a Canucks broadcast at some point this season.
I am going to sauce it.
Thank God.
Because everybody is aware of the problems with this team, and it's not Bruce, it's not Patrick Allvin, it's not Rutherford, it's the ownership, and it's the directive from the ownership that we need to be competitive. We need to make money out of COVID. This is a very smart fan base. If you look at all of the local media's polls about do the Canucks need to rebuild? Do you believe in a rebuild? Would you believe in a rebuild? 80 to 85% of the fan base is saying yes. I am saucing a sell the team chant, or just let that lead to something else. But it needs to happen.
like just boo Sweet. Can you imagine if they try Sweet Caroline tonight? There's no way. There's no way they do. If they do, I'm like, they're complete. Like DJ Tom Fleming, like absolute boss, absolute unit. I don't know if he's the one that is in charge of that, but don't try it, because now there's no way Sweet Caroline's coming back, because now we're just gonna boo it. Couple listener saucer tosses real quick. Roger R. Smith, Cool Indian 101. Saucer toss it. Canucks team tank.
I'm saucing it.
I'm saucing it on my jersey while I toss it into the washer. I'm saying a little bit of give me 20 games. And because I said 20 games, Alistair Aquilini at AI Elchin. Sausage or toss it, Canucks are below 500 by the 20 game mark.
100% sauce.
100% sauce.
Look, I said earlier, the heater this team needs to go on.
The heater, they need to take Bruce There It Is and like feed it, like Breaking Bad meth. Like Walter White meth, and just be like, go.